NASDAQ trading camp. And bro, that is also where I saw the potential of being a trader. That is actually, you know, in the beginning of my journey, that is where I made the most money at the beginning. Like, I mean, 15,000 Rand in a day, I was like, damn, I'm pretty happy from a NASDAQ trade. If I went over 10%, then I'm done for today. I'll tackle the markets tomorrow. So I mean, I got myself out of that caravan park in 3 months because of hustling. Forex business, get them into a free community. Free, give them a free community. Why you want to charge them all the time, bro? So I mean, like, give them a free community, let them see you're real and that you're legit, and you don't just like send out, for example, promotions on a group, but you actually send out trades and they can see, listen, these trades are accurate. Then I mean, like, from there, bro, they're able to decide, like, obviously, cool, I want to now go to I want to go to the trading camp. And that's how, like, for myself also get sign-ups. Like, when it comes to my trading camp, giving value first, and then after the value is given, their eyes are wide, and they're like, dude, I trust this guy. I see this guy's real, dude. I'm so, of course, that's how business is done.
And let them be the ones to decide for themselves that, hey, look, from the value that I'm seeing over here, let me actually pay for these services, because like, you understand, this is free already, and there's value there. And like, yeah, no, but that's brilliant, though. That's a brilliant way to go about business.
Well, you know, not a lot of people are. That's the thing, bro. Not a lot of people are. Like, when it comes, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are more pushing down signal prices. Even if it's 100 Rand, they'll go down to, nah, bro, I'll tell them 1,000 Rand, bro. But the reason why it's 1,000 Rand is because they know its value. But I mean, I don't force it. If you want to be there, then be there. You're going to get the value there as well. Like, meaning PDFs, you're definitely going to get once a week the online training from myself. Definitely there's extra added on top. My time will be there. So that makes that 1,000 Rand valuable. But I mean, the free community, that's also where people can copy trades. I mean, a lot of people, why do they come to the markets? To make money, bro. So they come to the markets to make cash. And yeah, man, give the value first. Let them trade gold first. Make money trading gold. Then I'm in a way. They're like, okay, cool. Let's go. Like, I want to see this guy at the trading camp. And then, yeah, you know.
That's where it happens.
Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what's up, guys? Thank you for joining us on Market Masters. We're here, guys. The interview has already started, as you guys saw already. We're already having chats already. The cameras have started rolling, and we're just like, you know what, let's just go with it. Yeah, guys. Anyway, guys, my name is Nqobile Tembane from Top Trader South Africa, and today I am sitting down with another dope trader in the game, somebody who's in the game, somebody who's pushing in the game. I'm sitting down with Dalton Du Preez. That's it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's usually Du Preez, but you got it, bro. You got it.
Nah, easy, beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting us to your side of town so that we can come and shoot this interview. And I really believe that it's going to be impactful to a lot of people, change a lot of people's lives. Because I've heard your story before. And like, I think, you know, you come from very far, you know, and to see you where you are today, pushing so hard and pushing business so hard. Like I was saying, I follow you on Instagram per se, so I see the stuff that you're pushing and all that. You know, it's really impressive. You know,
Thank you.
Yeah. So one thing I gotta say though, yes, it is about trading and all that, but like, first, let the people get to know you first. I want to get to know you first. The people sitting at home want to get to know you about where's this guy, where does he come from exactly, and obviously there was life before Forex, you know. Yeah. So how was that, like life before Forex?
You know what, bro? My journey started when I was 18. So that's when like all the magic started to happen for me. That is where I started to see how the big world is like. I mean, for myself at 18 years old, you know, my story begins where I was really rebellious when I was younger. So, you know, I was a rebellious kid when I was younger, but I sorted out my shit when I was 18, all right? So then, when I was 18 years old, that is when my mom, like, she told me, listen, dude, and my father, they both said, you have to become independent. And bro, it was hard, dude. Like, trust, when it comes to a point where bro, there was no support, literally nothing. And I mean, I was 18 years old. I dropped out of high school when I was 17. I was like, when I was in high school, I decided, this is not for me. But I mean, I was already thinking of bigger in high school. It's because of what I was exposed to as well. Like, I mean, from young, dude, when it came to like my mom, I lived with my mom when I was younger, middle class family, but I saw wealth during the course of my life. So at least I knew what like a mansion is like. I saw a beautiful mansion. I saw the nice cars. I saw a person living an impactful life. I saw a person that's really wealthy, how he lives. So I mean, that like at least I had that at 18. I mean, even at a younger age, I remembered that, and I remember that that's always what I wanted to push to be. I didn't want to be like, I wanted to push to have a life that impacts people. And I mean, like at 18 years old, what happened was that was where I was, 17, I dropped out of high school, I had like a gap year for about 6 months. In that 6 months, also had like side jobs, working at a video store, working at a surfing store, working at an ice cream store. So I had a lot of different jobs. And I mean, like I digged it, dude. I loved every job that I had. And I mean, like every job brought so much experience to me as well. Sales experience, people experience, communication experience, all that, like, just a lot of experience from a young age. And at 18 years old, when my mom told me and my dad told me you have to sort yourself out, that was at an age that I had to become fully independent. Like, you know, I was only earning 1,500 grand. Yeah.
When was this? Which year was this?
2018.
2008, oh,
yeah.
Gee, a month.
Yeah, so like 2017, I was like 17 years old.
Oh, so you got...
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
In November, I turned 18. So 2017, I was 17 years old. Come November in 2017, I turned 18. So now at that time, I already had a job. In November, I had a job like working at Video Right, a video store, okay? And I was pushing there. And about February comes 2018, and my mom says, listen, dude, you have to sort yourself out. My dad says as well, listen, dude, you have to sort yourself out. So literally my whole family, bro, like they literally said to me, like it was good that I had that, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have my stuff together today. But I mean, like at that age, that was when they told me, get your shit together. At 18 years old, my mom kicked me out of the house, dad kicked me out of the house, fully independent, working at Video Right.
Okay.
And then what I was doing is when I was actually at that point in February 2018, I had to get my own spot. So actually, the only spot that I got at that time was a caravan park at a Wendy house. So now I was there for 2 months, 3 months. But I mean, the people who I lived with, there was 2 guys there who I lived with. Niku and Showen, also cool guys. I mean, and now the one guy was trading, all right? So now at 18 years old, I moved into this caravan park. Now my people told me, listen, they ain't supporting me. I have to sort myself out. I'm in this park now. I'm in this Wendy house now. Bro, that Wendy house was smaller than this room. Like 3 people, bro. So, and I mean, like, from then and there, like, I actually started looking at this one guy, Niku, who lives there, and he was trading. So that already brought an impression onto my life. I wanted to check what this guy does. Started to learn about trading, and I mean, 3 months later, got myself out of the caravan park, and for the whole year from 2018, that was where I was pushing as a waiter. So, that was where I was working at different like works around Cape Town. Working as a waiter in Hout Bay, working as a waiter in Constantia, doing also a lot of the winery work. So that was also brought a lot of experience in my name when I was 18. And that was how I was able to pay the bills at 18. That was 18, bro.
18, at the age of 18. And right now, the only interaction with the market that you've had was with the guy from the caravan.
No, so...
Okay.
Now, that was just when I actually started to see what Forex is. Like, that was when I first saw Forex. Like, I saw a Forex chart. But when it came to me actually learning what is Forex, so now I came down to Pretoria also in 2018.
Why were you coming down to Pretoria?
When I came down to Pretoria hey man, Fan then hard base. So yes, I mean, I'm telling you, bro. You know, when it comes to the rental prices in Cape Town,
Okay.
at 18 years old, I had to pay like 7,000 rand when it came up to rent at that time. So I couldn't keep that up at that age. So I had to come down to Pretoria, and then I got a much more affordable apartment at like 4,000 rand at that time. So I came down to Pretoria, had a small apartment, paid 4,000 rand. I mean, I was actually living right then and there. Now I was living with my grandparents. So my grandfather and my grandmother. So that is now, they had a separate place at their like property, where I made an agreement now with them. Like, listen, I'll pay. I'll just need a job. I'll get my own job here. And then I'll pay 4 grand. And like, that's how I moved down to PTA. But when I was down in PTA, someone gave me a call and they were like, listen, bro, I see that you've been, you know, you're showing interest in Forex trading. And at that time, JP Markets was still alive. So there was this guy, account manager, that called me from JP Markets saying, listen, I see that you are interested in trading, and I would like to talk to you more about it. You know, I would like to tell you about what is trading, and I would like to tell you what is being an IB, and etc., etc., etc. So then at that time, that was when I started to know what is trading, and what is the IB business, and the players in this business. So that is when I started to see, okay, cool. Like for myself, I was always ambitious, bro, always. So when it comes to something that I do, I always want to impact people's lives. And I want to be one of the greats that is able to do that, you know. I want to be the guy at the end of the day that everybody's able to talk and say like, listen, I got a lot of value from this trading academy. So I saw a lot of the guys on Instagram that do give value to their clients. And I told myself, I want to get to their levels. So at that time, I was 18, turning 19, and I made those big goals for myself at that age,
Okay, now that's great. So, okay, I want to understand the learning curve of now you learning to trade. I think that part is really important right now, because right now you're working, you've just moved to Pretoria. So what was the learning job of you to learn the stuff that you know today?
So, number one, when I started learning how to trade, I actually started learning how to trade I downloaded a book called Naked Forex Chart.
Oh, yes.
I took that book. It literally took me 1 week, bro. That's how like ambitious I was. When I saw that you could make a lot of money trading Forex, bro, it took me 1 week, bro. I took that book, had it on my phone, I had a book here. Bro, I was up till like I was awake from 6 a.m. And then I would work till like 12 at night, literally writing down notes, bro, writing down notes. And at that time, I was even working at this company called Chamberlain's. So I was now being paid 5 grand a month as a salary, right? And I mean, now I had this book that I downloaded. Now I'm learning how to trade there. And even in work times, bro, I'll have that book with me. So when I chill with my homies in the car and it's now lunchtime, I'm reading through that book, studying. And I mean, like, I can definitely tell you what helped me was drawing out like the things that I've learned. When it comes to price action, learning how price works, learning the price action pattern, all of that stuff was very important for me to learn. And I drew it all out. And I wrote everything down, like I wrote everything down on a piece of paper so that it can sink in. And I was revising those notes over and over. So that was like the beginning, and pushing also off to like seminars. So, you know, when it came to where I also learned a lot was I went to like a trading camp, a NASDAQ trading camp. And bro, that is also where I saw the potential of being a trader. That is actually, you know, in the beginning of my journey, that is where I made the most money at the beginning. Like, I mean, 15,000 rand in a day, I was like, damn, I'm pretty happy from a NASDAQ trade. And it was in 3 hours. So, I mean, and I learned quite a lot by that trading camp. So when it came to, again, price action and how to trade NASDAQ. I also learned how to trade by paying attention to like the news. So for example, also like investing.com, I would look at the economic calendar, and then I would look at how does the market perform. I would also look at the news articles, and I would look at how would the market perform. So when it came to my learning style, bro, I can definitely tell you what helped me out a lot was joining communities, reading books, studying also on YouTube, and attending like one-on-one online like mentorship channels.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I learned in the beginning. Yeah.
No, Talking about communities right now, which is, I know it's something that you're very big on. Yeah, communities. I know that you're running communities of your own.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so tell us more about that.
So when it comes to, actually I'm a big believer, like as I said to you early on, I'm a big believer that you got to give value to people first before you ask for a price, right? So I have my free Telegram trading communities. That is where I send my students gold trades. That is where I also send them USD Japanese yen trades. So a lot of free trades are sent in the free trading community that I have on Telegram. And then I have my paid community, which is also 500 Rand per month. That is for a person that wants to like upgrade their package. So in that package, that is where they get NASDAQ trades, US30, all indice trades, and gold trades, and Forex trades. And what is included in that price, if they would like mentorship, that's 1,000 Rand a month. So that is where once a month, every once a week on a Wednesday, that is when we are doing a live Zoom meeting. So every Wednesday we're doing a live Zoom meeting. I call it the Daily Market Bite. So on a Daily Market Bite, that is where I talk about what's happening in the markets, why I placed the trade, what's the reason of the trade, what's the fundamental reason behind the trade, what's the technical analysis reason behind the trade, and yeah, just diving into that. So that's for the upgraded Telegram community. Yeah. So when it comes to the social media communities like Telegram, that's what I got running, the free community and the paid community. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, why is it so important for people to become part of these trading communities? And I'm not just referring to yours alone, but I'm just saying in general, why is it important for an upcoming trader, someone who's learning, to become part of a community? Because some people would argue that, hey, I can go just do this by myself, but what's the importance of being part of a community?
Well, I mean, like, I can tell you for myself, at the end of the day, it's a person's choice, right? They would need to choose what road do they want to take. I can tell you, like myself, I was also self-taught in a way. I did attend seminars, yes, so I mean, like, I did attend training, but in the end of the day, I was also self-taught. I was also the one that took strategies and puzzled it together and made something work. So what I would say to that is choose your path, right? So the first path is a much easier path and a much shorter path to success, which is obviously where you find a successful mentor and you copy the mentor's moves, obviously. I mean, you're learning from success. Success copies success. So the second one is do it yourself. But then remember, the thing is, it's going to take longer. And I'm going to tell you, you're also going to go through obstacles. But the thing is, maybe you should go through those obstacles to also learn how to trade. So at the end of the day, it's your choice. I can just definitely tell you for myself, if I had to go back, I would sign up with a mentor. So, I mean, that's what I would do. It would make my journey, I mean, now I'm in the industry for since I was 18, so now it's 2022, about 4 years. 4 years now, pushing now next year 5 years. I can definitely tell you I would have learned, I think, in a year's time already. If I had a mentor, in that year's time, I would have been able to learn already what is fundamental analysis, what is technical analysis. I mean, all of that stuff, you know, being able to read it from a trader that is experienced, it will help you out a lot. I mean, like, I read it in the books and stuff, but I mean, when it comes to actually somebody that practices it on a day-to-day basis, you can actually learn a lot from that person because you can copy their success into your life. So yeah, that's what I would say to mentorship and why it's important to join communities.
Now, just going back to the trading right now, what kind of trader are you? Are you an aggressive trader or do you go in
I'm a swing trader,
You're
bro.
a swing trader,
I'm a swing trader,
so what's your average holding time?
So I mean, like, I can tell you I'm actually a day trader and a swing trader. So I mean, when it comes to like my swing trades, I like to swing Forex. So for example, that is where I can hold a trade anything from a week to 2 weeks. When it comes to my gold trades, I like to place a trade every day. So I'm up in the markets looking at 4 a.m. I'm already looking at what's happening with gold. And then I also send out a signal to my communities. So the free community and the paid community, they already get signals from like 4 o'clock in the morning. So both communities get the gold trades. But from 4 o'clock in the morning, that's already where I'm looking at gold trades, and I'm usually taking profit on my gold trades from anything before like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I like to day trade gold and swing trade Forex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's good. So I like what you just said, is that from 4 o'clock you're up already doing stuff. But that was my next question actually, is that what's your daily trading routine? What does it look like actually?
So every day, it's important that I wake up at 4 o'clock, take some time to actually look at the markets. So I do that from 4 o'clock till 5 o'clock, and then actually just get back into bed and actually have some prayer time. So that is where I spend some time with God and get my relationship with God also in line. So that is from 4 till 5, I'll look in the markets. From 5 till 6, I'll spend time with God. And then at 7 o'clock, I'm already getting prepared to go gym. So after gym, that is where I come back. I mean, I'm gymming anything from like 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock. Come back from gym, and that is where I'm tackling again the markets, looking at what's happening. So if we've hit take profit levels already, then my team is alerted that we've hit take profit levels. And I mean, also when it comes to the paid communities, they also get, when it comes to 3 o'clock, every Tuesday and Thursday, they have, when it comes to 3 o'clock, they have the daily market bite. And also when it comes on Wednesday evening, they also have the daily market bite. So that is what I do. That is my day-to-day trading routine. So I jump into some meetings, and then after that, just call it a day. You know, the trades have been sent, people have hit take profit, people have made money, you know, and then call it a day, and tomorrow's another day. But when it comes to copy trading, you know, that's also a different story. Like there's different stories, bro. Like for example, when it comes to being a trader and sending out signals, that is the day-to-day routine. But I mean, obviously when I place trades now in the 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm placing actually a lot of my trades in my copy trading account.
Oh, okay, so the copy trading is also part of it.
Exactly,
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, like, you have to do everything at the same time, you know? So, I mean, like, for example, that's why I would send, if I'm placing now a gold trade, I would send my communities the gold trade, and because I have that gold trade, also place it into my copy trading account. So all of my investors are also now copying that exact investments as well. And I mean, as I said, I place those trades from anything from like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. That's really beautiful. And then when it comes to like opening the charts, like what are you mainly looking at? Do you use indicators?
Okay, so when it comes to indicators that I use the ATR, average true range. It's a very good tool to use. Use that for stop loss and take profit levels. You see, with the ATR, you're able to calculate the volatility in the markets, because it tells you how much the past 14 candles, the volatility of those past 14 candles. So the ATR, the average true range, is a very important tool to use for stop loss and take profit levels. Very good tool to use. 20, 50, and 200 exponential moving average. Very good 3 moving averages to have. And then those are the indicators that I use. And then when it comes to what I look at in the market, I also look at how's price when it comes to technical analysis, having a technical view. But when it comes to fundamental analysis, I first look at what, like for example, this week, right? So in this week that we are in, we have NFP week this week. So now this Friday is NFP. So what I do is I'm also aware of the market. So what I'm doing is when I'm trading gold, I'm aware of what's happening to the dollar. So I use fundamental analysis with my strategy. So I'm up to base with what's happening in the news, and based on what's happening to the news, I'm able to make a decision on what I want to do with an investment. So that's my trading style, and that's what I look for when it comes to the markets. I definitely also look for price action patterns. You definitely want to be looking for like your double bottoms, you want to be looking for your triple tops, all of that. You want to be looking for your head and shoulders. You want to be looking for your price action patterns, because they still also do apply if you can see them in today's market. Especially in like NASDAQ and especially in gold, if you're able to spot out your price action patterns and you're able to identify what trend is the market moving in overall, your trade should be successful. I mean, if you know how the market is moving fundamentally, if it's saying it's bearish, then I mean, and the chart says it's also pushing down bearish, make a sell trade on that investment, on that trade. That's my trading strategy.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's great. That's very beautiful. Thank you for just being so open about it. Okay. So I want to ask a question. Because you find a lot of people find themselves overtrading, just overtrade. So as a person, how have you kept to a place where you don't find yourself overtrading as a trader?
You must know how much you are risking. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you must know how much you are risking and how much you're rewarded. So, for example, myself, by having $1,000 funded account, I will know like, listen, I'm risking 10% for 30% today on my rewards. So if I went over 10%, then I'm done for today. I'll tackle the markets tomorrow. Keep strict to it. Write down, like it's very important to write down your trading strategy. It's very important to write down your rules, and it's very important to stick to your rules. So I say the easiest way to not like over leverage is to know, okay, cool. This, if you're having $1,000 account, stick to something like 10% to 15%. Don't come take 50%, 70% risk, just like that. No, that is how a lot of people are, blowing accounts, and then, at the end of the day, they think it's actually the investment that they've made that is bad. So, for example, come I say a gold trader's been sent out, and they have also $1,000 accounts, and they've over leveraged their accounts, but it was a good gold sell trade, for example. They blow their account and they blame the trader. End of the day, they also didn't stick to their rules. So to stick to their rules, write down your rules, stick to 10% to 15% risk, for example, and then have a reward anything from 30% to 40% on a trade. Stick to your rules. Stick to your rules, and you'll be a successful trader.
Okay, just a bit. Was there ever a time when you were trading without rules?
In the beginning?
Yeah,
definitely in the beginning, bro. I mean, like, damn, like in the beginning, everybody, like I can tell you myself, I was blowing counts in the beginning, bro. In the beginning, like in the first 6 months, that's why it's important to, know what, all of these type of things. What is over leveraging? What is, like, you need to have the basic. I mean, I remember, I think in the first week, right, of me trading, I think I had I think it was also $1,000 at that time, 15,000 Rand at that time. So at that time, it was equivalent to like $1,000. 2 weeks, blown account. 2 weeks. Yes. And I mean, like, it was because I didn't know what the flip I was doing. I mean, I obviously knew, like, okay, cool, you're supposed to, I was at that time in a trading community as well. So this guy said, like, a signal, I copied the signal, I over leveraged on the trade, and then I blew my account. A lot of people will quit right then and there. I mean, I've met people that just decided they're done. So I mean, like in the beginning, definitely in the beginning, a lot of lessons are learned. It's not a get rich quick fast scheme, It's, you got to put down the time, you got to learn how to trade, and I mean, to make that all faster, learn from a mentor. A mentor that's legit, bro, because I mean, there's a lot of people saying, like, like empty promises, it's a say, So if you need if you want to have a good mentor, make sure the mentor's legit. Do a check on the mentor. Have a look. It's important to have a good mentor because, the reason why is because some people, what happens is, come I say, they're so excited. They're excited. They're like, listen, I know Forex is where you can make money. They see this other person that's very successful in trading. They jump into the person's community, and maybe something just didn't go their way. Then they think it's a scam. And, it's now, in the end of the day, that person has now lost out on a lot of potential wealth in the future just because of bad mentorship. So it's important to find out a good mentor because you can definitely miss out those mistakes like what I've made in the beginning. I mean, like, I wouldn't, if I had a choice, I would like to get that $1,000 back in the beginning, bro.
Yeah, no, I totally feel you. It seems like you speak like you're very grounded right now in what you're doing. You're not just trying to take chances right now, per se.
Yeah, I know, bro. Like myself, you'll see in my Instagram name, it's not Dalton the Forex Trader, it's Dalton the Entrepreneur. So I mean, with myself, I have different ventures. So I mean, I'm all about don't put your eggs in just one basket. I mean, and as I said, bro, when I was 18, I was in the caravan park for about 3 months, right? So I mean, I got myself out of that caravan park in 3 months because of hustling. So I mean, but the thing is, that when I was at that caravan park, I had a vision of starting up Eventsmania. And Eventsmania is my social media application that I have founded today. But at that time, like, I was always ambitious on different businesses, So you have to have your eggs not just in one basket. I mean, I would like to encourage the viewers that are traders that, I mean, take your earnings and don't take your earnings that you make and invest in the business, bro. If you love art, get canvases and draw something on there. If you love music, go buy that DJ set. Go have that ambition to go get that DJ gig. You know what I'm saying? Like, Forex has just enabled me to also open up different businesses. I mean, it's able to help me create that Eventimania social media app. It's been able to help me also host events. So, I mean, yeah, bro, like, I love what I do, dude. And I mean, I love being an entrepreneur, you know, limitless wealth creation. I mean, what I do is with the name, I inspire wealth and actually letting people understand what wealth is. And, you know, having wealth is actually having status, having a good relationship with God, and your status is with people. You know, what do people think about you? Your wealth is when it comes to your health. You know, how are you, like, when it comes to your health, are you healthy? Are you going to the gym? And with wealth, I mean, like, it comes to finances as well, and time freedom. So, I mean, like, there's a lot of people that today got businesses, but they're stuck in a grind 10. You see, they don't have that time freedom. So, I mean, the thing is to push yourself up as a CEO and an entrepreneur that earns passive income. I mean, like, that's what makes a person live a wealthy life, bro. That's what I aspire and inspire people to do.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. You know, I want to actually touch on Eventimania, because it was something spoken about before. You just grazed over it. I just want you to just tell us a little bit more about that application.
Okay, so Eventimania is a social media application made for entrepreneurs. So it's an application where everybody that has a skill set, they're able to make a course about it and they're able to upload it. They're able to also upload content. So it's also for influencers to create a profile, upload videos, photos, music, PDFs, etc., etc. So it's an application that entrepreneurs can upload content and courses, and they can do event coordination. Because, I mean, for myself, I tour around South Africa quite a lot. So, you know, for myself, having this application, I can also actually host an event by the tap of a finger and let everybody that's on Eventimania, I'm able to let them know, like, listen, LWC is hosting a seminar in Johannesburg, in Pretoria, in Durban, Limpopo, Cape Town, X, Y, and Z. So it's also an event coordination application for entrepreneurs to host events online and like seminars. Yeah, it's a great application. I'm quite keen on it.
Nah, that's great. That's great. So going back to trading right now, what has been like your biggest loss that you've taken on the charts? And it doesn't have to be biggest loss in terms of a monetary value, but just when you look at the trade, it just felt like a big loss for you overall.
Well, I can definitely tell you the beginning molded me, bro. The beginning molded me. I mean, like, when in the beginning what happened, like, I had $1,000, it was blown. So that was quite an emotional state for me in the beginning. It was quite a lot of money for me at that time as well. I was 18 years old, and I mean, like, 15,000 Rand, like, I was working at Spur at that time, and, you know, 15,000 Rand was a big investment that I saved up. And I mean, yeah, so I saved up that big investment for about 3 months. So losing that amount of money at one go, it was hectic.
Yeah, but you were able to pick yourself up, honestly.
Definitely.
Yeah? You were really able to pick yourself up.
And that's what's the key is. I can definitely tell you, with any trader that is in the market today, if you want to be a successful trader, push for 4 years and go after 4 years, because in the space of 4 years, it's usually 4 years that the markets give you. And usually in those 4 years, some people already decide to quit, or if they continue, they're lifetime traders. Lifetime traders. So I can definitely tell you, in the beginning was tough, but then, hey, bro, made a lot of money afterwards. I mean, like, this year alone, damn, dude, the copy trading was big, bro. Like, I mean, copy trading first month, I mean, I charge when it comes to my profit share, I charge 35% on my profit share on copy trading. So, I mean, in the first month, I had about, the profits was about 400% profit in March. 400%, that's big, bro. I mean, like, you know, banks promise like 12% per annum. And I mean, 400% was made in a month. The next month, 99%. And the next month after that was about 15%. So overall, it was about 500% growth. And I mean, like, I had 35% profit share from that. So, I mean, like, what I've also learned as a trader now is, I mean, I don't want to waste my time. I would rather like to impact people. So, I mean, like, for example, like how I've been able to make quite a lot of money as a trader is by doing also now the copy trading. Because what I'm doing is I have a funded account, my funded account, I'm trading my funded accounts, I'm making profits, and at the same time, my clients are making profits. So, and I mean, from my clients making profits, I'm also making a profit from that. So, I mean, like, it's a 35% profit share. So, I mean, like, this year, from trading and from the profits alone, I was able to close anything, it was about 500,000 Rand in January, February, March, April, about 500,000 Rand. So, yeah, I definitely made the money back, plus much more, bro, throughout those years. And that's the inspiration behind it, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you 100%. So what has been your, I want to say your craziest trade, where you look back at the trade like, yeah, but that was the craziest day in the market I've ever had. Yeah.
It was, I would say also recently this year, bro. It was this year as well. Like when it came to profit-wise, like we're talking about how like the biggest profit that I made.
Doesn't have, it's just the trade where you look at it like, yeah, but that was crazy, right? I don't want to say your best trade. I see. I just want to say your craziest trade.
Well, I mean, like I can tell you, I overall love how gold moves, bro. So I mean, like the excitement behind that is also it moves fast. So, I mean, the excitement also behind that, like, I love trading NASDAQ, I love trading US 30, and I love trading gold. These markets move very fast. I mean, and that's what, you know, that's for me quite exciting about, you know, those markets. And I mean, I can tell you that in those times, with those volatility, making quite a lot of money with it brings up the hype. So, yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay, I hear you. That's great. So, you've got your company right now, Limitless Wealth Creation as a whole. I know you guys do some things as a company. I just want to hear about those things as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you know, we have the free Telegram community, and then we have the paid community, right? And so those are so the paid community is 500 Rand, so that's where you get the NASDAQ trades and et cetera, et cetera. The free community is where you get gold trades, right? Then we have the trading camps. The trading camps, you must have a 5,000 Rand account to be at the trading camp, as the target is to make 50,000 Rand in the space of before 6 months. So taking 5,000 Rand and to take it to the target of 50,000 Rand before 6 months. And then we also have the trading Bible that I have made. I've made a PDF version, which is 250 Rand. And then I've made the actual book cover, like the hardcover copy, which is selling for 500 Rand. And then there's the copy trading services. So yeah, copy trading services, 35% profit share. You must have a 5,000 Rand account minimum. And then yeah, Ventamania overall is also a part of Limitless Wealth Creation. You see, what I've done is Limitless Wealth Creation has been the umbrella to open up different businesses. So Ventamania being the business where it's like my online real estate, and with the online real estate being able to have a lot of entrepreneurs onto the app. And I mean, what I'm pushing for next year is Limitless Wealth Creation to be a university kind of. So after, for example, people that come out of high school, they're able to come to this facility where they're able to they're able to learn of what is being an entrepreneur and how to build up a business. So any business, you know, being able to see what type of character you are, being able to study your character and being able to say, okay, cool, I think that you will be able to do well here, and being able to equip them with the tools that they need, which is like marketing, how to do the marketing, how to start a business, how to register the business, all of that type of stuff, being able to actually teach a person how to be an entrepreneur. So that's also what Limitless Wealth Creation is pushing for next year. So actually, you know, it's an office as well, so here in Johannesburg. So yeah, Limitless Wealth Creation is a trading academy, but it's a business that motivates, empowers, and enriches people's lives so that they can create businesses of their own as well. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. I know you had said something about IBs right there, right?
IBs.
So, yeah, something about IBs, yeah.
Oh yes, so when it comes to the IBs, so you know, definitely, you know, there's people in today's market, when it comes to the traders, there's IBs, right? And the way of how these IBs are making money is obviously having people to sign up onto their accounts and on their links and whatever, you know. So with myself, what I do is a coaching, actually being able to teach people how to be a good IB. Because bro, it's nonsense that, you know, people are just dishing out links, and I mean, like, it's just more beneficial for the trade and it's not beneficial for some people that are joining their communities. I mean, some IBs are good and some IBs are wasting people's time. The IBs that are good are able to provide good business to their students, and the IBs that are bad are obviously making a bad name for the industry. And I mean, those students that are with them are obviously learning wrong. So when it comes to being an IB, I want to coach people on how to be a good IB. So being able to coach them how to be a good IB is number one, I like to onboard people that are good traders and taking good traders in and then teaching them how to be, like, number one, you have to have a TikTok account, you have to have a YouTube account, you have to have an Instagram account, you have to be pushing your socials, you have to be building a brand. So, you know, when it comes to the IBs, that is where a business called Forever Trending, the business that my lady runs, she actually runs that business Forever Trending. So she's actually the designer. So she does a lot of people's thumbnail work, logo work, all of the design work behind being a graphic designer, she does. And she's also teaching social media marketing and digital marketing to the IBs so that they can actually push a good and valuable business. Yeah. So yeah, that's when it comes to the IB training. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great.
It's important to make people that, you know, impact people's lives, bro. Yeah. It's important to do that. Yeah. It's important to do that.
Yeah, and I can see that you're really all about that. You're really passionate about it, and that's really great. And I appreciate what you're doing. Like I said, I follow your Instagram, and I always see your work there, and like keep pushing, bro. Really.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
I wish you all the best with all your ventures moving forward. Limitless Wealth Creation, Events Mania. I want to see you there, right there at the top with all the guys there, and like, shout out to you.
Appreciate it, bro. I would also just like to say a last message, if that's fine with you.
Go ahead.
So, guys, I just want to teach you. So, number one, it's very important to live a wealthy life. Remember, it's not just about the money that one makes. It's also about the life that you live. And it's able to actually live a good journey in your life. So I just want to tell you guys, definitely, you want to be learning on how to live a wealthy life. And when it comes to wealth, it's not just about being able to make a lot of money, because then you're just concentrating on capitalism. But being able to concentrate on having freedom, and being able to have good relationships with people, being able to meet people and having good connections, and that is powerful. Being able to have a good relationship with God, all of that stuff counts. So being able to live a wealthy life is just being able to, that is how you live a happy life. And I mean, bro, I just want to say thank you for being here, dude. You inspired me also to push big as well. So thanks for your channel. I can see it's definitely impacting people's lives, and also it's pushing out a really good name for the Forex industry, and I really like what you're doing as well, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, please make sure you go check out my boy here, Dalton Du Preez. But on Insta, I'll leave his handle right here on screen, and also in the description below, guys. Please go check out Dalton on Instagram, on TikTok, and also on YouTube as well. Limitless Wealth Creation, their channel as well, just to see what they're doing.
And check out the Events Mania.
Oh, the Events Mania as well. Yes. Okay. Now, thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you guys watching so much. My name is Nqobile Tembane, and I'm sitting here with Dalton Du Preez. Did I say that right?
Hey, you said it right, bro.
Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Market Masters. Shout out. Thanks.